meeting of the Carson City, notice of the meeting of the other post-employment benefits trust fund board of trustees meeting. It's November 15th, 2023, about 1:40 p.m., starting a little late. Brianna, would you take roll call, please?
Chair Plemmel,
Here.
Vice Chair Razor, Trustee Ganger.
Here.
A quorum is present.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move on to public comment. The public is invited at this time to comment on and discuss any topic that is relevant to or within the authority of this public body. I see besides staff, there's no one here. Does anybody here have any public comment? Seeing none, first public comment is closed. So we'll move on the agenda to item 4 for possible action, approval of the minutes of August 16th, which we've been provided and are attached to our packet. Any questions or comments on that?
The only
Comments from me, and I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I do have one item, just it's spelling correction for Trustee Ganger's name on page 2 and 3. It has a misspelling, and also for Chief Financial Officer Russell Benebow, there's a misspelling on her name. Other than that, I would approve as amended.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, I heard we have a motion agreeing and a second with the amendment, and the first agreed to that amendment. So all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, motion carries unanimously. Okay, moving on to the agenda items. 5A, for discussion only, discussion and review of the Carson City, Nevada OPEB Trust Funds Draft Financial Report for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2023. Sherry?
Thank you. So the OPEB Trust Fund financials are included in the annual accumulated financial report. So in your packet are pages from that report, draft pages. It's not approved by the board yet, but the draft pages are included in here so you can see the OPEB Trust Fund financials. Starting on page 9 is the balance sheet. So we've got a little bit of operating cash, $69,342. That is sitting in the Carson City pool. And that's just for any money coming in and out. It's easier to operate with that little operating fund. Our investment fund is the RBIF. And that is $3,327,230. So we had a little bit of participant contributions that were unearned, so they were paid prior to year end. So they're sitting in the liability because we do owe them that money. So we have a net position at year end of $3,392,460. That's a 20% increase from last year. That increase is because last year, if you remember, we had a net loss year over year of $249,526. With the current year income you see on page 10 at the top is $345,277. So we went from a loss to a gain, so we did earn a little more money this year. We were also able to do the full transfer of $300,000 at year end, where in prior years due to cash flow we had to only transfer $250,000 and then do the other $50,000 in the beginning of the year. So we were able to transfer everything as of 6/30. There is some required supplementary information that is included on page 11. This shows the total liability that we're building to. So the whole idea of this trust is that it's going to offset the liability that we owe. And the fact that it's a trust allows us to do that. So the total trust balance you see there, end of the year, $339,260. So that's offsetting the liability of $54,307,351 to give us a final net OPEB liability of $50,914,871. Now you will see that's come down quite a bit from 2020. And no, we're not saving that much, I wish. But what that is basically our discount rate. So the discount rate back then was 2.47%. And that's kind of the earnings expected on future investments. So today our discount rate is 4.95. So because the discount rate increased, that means we're going to earn more on future revenue, so our liability decreases. And if you look on page 18, there is a sensitivity test where it shows the effect of just a 1% increase and decrease on that liability, which is $10 million around. So if there's any questions, I'm happy to answer. That was really all I was going to present.
Okay, thank you, Sherry. Any board members have any questions or comments?
No
Yeah.
questions from me.
Okay, thank you.
No questions for me as well.
Okay, thank you. And we don't need a motion on this item. so
No, it was
it's
just for discussion.
separate discussion, okay. Thank you, Sherry. Okay, we'll move on to item 5B then, which is discussion and possible action regarding the OPEB Trust earnings report for the first quarter of fiscal year 2024. Sherry.
Thank you. We've had a rough first quarter. If you've looked, it looks like the total earnings are down 100,000, 323.52. I think we all know the market is very volatile right now. One day it's up, one day it's down. It seems to be recovering as of late. So hopefully this next quarter will look a little better. Last year at this time, we had a 6.6% loss ratio. Today it's a 3% loss ratio. So volatile, but still better than last year, I guess. We did earn some interest, 385.88 on that Carson City investment pool on our operating income. And then on the RBIF, 18,521.43. And then the large losses and the fees that are in there too. Are there any questions?
Questions? No, seeing questions, I have a motion.
I'll make a motion. I move to approve the OPEB Trust earnings report as presented.
Thank you.
I second that.
Thank you. On the motion and second, all those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Okay, and next agenda item is 5C, discussion and possible action regarding the OPEB Trust activity for the first quarter of fiscal year 2024. Sherry?
Thank you. This schedule we present every quarter, and it is basically the revenues of the plan and the expenses of the plan. And in a perfect world where nobody retired and nobody left the plan, the monthly P&L would be zero. However, we always have people retiring, and we always have people that are coming off the plan because they've decided to go use Medicaid or they've passed away. So so the P&L is always, the monthly total P&L is always a little off because we're adjusting changes based on people coming on and leaving. The total this quarter is only $369.93. The income, you can see there the loss of $103.23. So the total current earnings for the quarters, $99,953.59. So we did have a little loss. The ending fund balance we talked about was $3,392,460. And so we had a little loss, so now we're at $296,118. Hopefully, again, that investment earnings will recover next quarter.
Okay, thank you, Sherry.
You're welcome.
Okay, are there any questions on this one? Seeing none, is this an action? Yeah, take a motion on that item.
I'll make a motion to approve the OPEB Trust activity as presented.
I second that.
Okay, motion from Pam, second from Andrew, and on the motion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Okay, and our next item, moving on to item 6, is consideration of dates for the next meeting of this board, the OPEB Trust Fund Board of Trustees. Sherry, you
So-
want to help us with this?
Sure. So I'm hoping sometime in February, maybe the 14th or the 21st. The 14th is Ash
All okay
Wednesday,
for
just
me.
in case.
14th is Valentine's Day.
Oh, it
Ash
is
Wednesday,
Valentine's Day.
Which is either date's fine for me. Others?
Either date works for me as well.
And me as well.
Okay. Oh, well, let's give me a little more time then and do the 21st. Because I'm not sure when the statements usually come in, so. If we can do February 21st, that'd be great.
Do we need, let's see, I don't know. Do we need discussion only, right? And so that'll be posted accordingly and
Yes.
yeah. I don't know that this has been on the agenda before. I think we've just discussed it, or maybe it has, and
Yeah,
But-
I think it has. Sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not.
yeah, we'll post, and if anything comes up and we need to reschedule it, then we do it closer, but then it's posted with any accordance of any timeframes for
Absolutely.
that, so.
Yeah, it's only discussion. We're
Yeah.
not making it
Got it.
for sure a motion just in case something
Alright.
comes up. Yeah.
Tentatively February 21st.
Yeah, but I do try to post a week before the meeting, so.
Okay, the last item on the agenda before adjournment is the second period of public comment at the end of the meeting, and this is for items not raised, or we can't take action on items not raised, but I don't see anybody else here. No members of the public, still staff. Any other public comment? Seeing none, meeting adjourned at 1:53 p.m. Thank you.